All right. Let me know if y'all can hear me. As people trickle in, let me know if y'all can hear me. Drop in the chat. If y'all can hear me, let me know. Also drop in the chat the emojis that describes your Aquarius season. Aquarius season was a little long this year, and I think that's because beginning of February was a little long. Well, last week was long. Okay. Hey everybody. I see some people pulling in. I yap and talk with y'all like in the chat as we go. Hello. Yeah, the winter storms. Aquarius season was full with the winter storms for sure. I see y'all already dropping in the chat. Let me reverse. Let me rewind. Welcome and welcome back. Welcome back to all the emeralds. Emeralds are my subscribers and people in community with me. And welcome to the newer ones as well, whether you came from Instagram threads or whatever. I'm Lady Emerald, the Juju woman here, the two-head conjure, ancestral medium, hoodoo, astrologer, diviner, whatever else you want to call me. Hello. Yeah, I think Aquarius season was a season of pivot, I think, for me. It forced me kind of sit down a little bit. We're once again back in my bedroom. It's been a busy day. I have been checking on, I said busy day, and 10 of Wands came out. Oh, they yapping today, baby. I'm just shuffling cards, and I say it's been a busy day. And 10 of Wands, the card about carrying burdens came out. This is the Synesthesia. I never know how to pronounce this deck, but y'all, who people have been with me for a while, y'all know this deck. I have not used it in months, and I want to be used for Pisces season. I said okay. So it's one of my oldest decks that I own. And I have been like checking on self-love oil. So those oils will be going out next week for those who've already ordered. And then, as you can see right now, we're going on and doing church announcements. Going announcing stuff as people trickle in and out and get ready. Go get your pen and paper, baby. Go get your pen and paper. We're gonna be yapping. Because it's a busy. There's like last season was busy. It's a busy season this season. And so candles and everything will be going out. Now I'm waiting on boxes. The winter storms in the southeastern region and the Midwest slow down a lot on this end. Listen, this deck, it seems cute and quiet, but it's not necessarily cute. It's subtle. Like you look at it like, oh, black, oh, it's cool, whatever, but it reads you down. What other announcements? Oh, I have plenty, actually. Plenty. So I updated the description box already about a mediumship class that I used to teach. I have not taught it in 3 years. I was supposed to be still on hiatus. I plan to be on hiatus to April. Spirit said, hey, negativo, you need to be doing what you need to be doing. Okay. And so I have opened back up everything, including that class. That class is not only for people who think they're mediums or people who need refreshers who want to know more. It's for people who are skeptics who want to know more about this space. The class is super updated. I'm going to add a little bit more of my experience in it. We're going to talk a little bit more about possessions. We're going to talk about like astrological placements of people who are supposed to be mediums. So people are like, oh, like everyone can be a medium. Like everyone's not meant to be a medium or an empath or a psychic or an intuitive in this lifetime, especially to do bigger things. So I'll be like, oh yeah, you know how to get possessed on purpose and handle that possession, and not only one spirit but multiple. You can't do that. Well, maybe you're not meant to be a medium. Maybe that's not you. Maybe you're overstepping your boundaries and you're just an empath, and that's okay. I don't know. I don't know any real like medium that wanted to be a medium. A lot of our gifts have just been passed down. And so we're gonna be talking about a lot, like the differences, the different mediums, auras. I don't know if I want to talk about different type of planes or not. I'm iffy on that one because certain things we're gonna talk about more about protection because it's we're out of Neptune and Pisces, so the people who should be coming into this should be actually. Uh, I am gonna talk about spiritual psychosis a little bit. I'm gonna talk about like houses and things that could get possessed. So it's really not even a basics of mediumship course anymore. That's what used to be called basics of mediumship. It is now called foundational mediumship. So that's in the description box. If you're interested in that, the last day to sign up is March 6th. The class is live on March 7th. There's no recording. You will get the link to the class the day before. Okay, it's a sacred space. I want to be a safe space for folks. I have it for like 2 hours. Like for 2 hours, but we may go longer. Like I said, I want people, because in the form, if you click on the link, it actually goes to a Google form, and I ask like name, email, how do you want to pay? Because investment is $125. Because you like get all the materials afterwards, but also it's like a part where you put in your question. Because yes, I can like teach, but what do you want to know? What am I missing? So shout out to those people who have already signed up. I do want to max the class out at a certain number. I'm thinking about 10. So getting where you fit in as quickly as possible. I also understand like maybe people need to do partial payment. That is available. Just email me. Everyone knows like the best way to like reach me these days, just email me, baby. Email me what you need, And so that's one. What else? Okay, readings, all personal readings are back available as well. Lord. So included in this, right? It's your typical 30 minutes, 60 minute, 30 minute being I think 50, 60 minutes is 100, I think. Whatever my prices typically are. And then of course we have my ancestral readings. Divination is at 200 for we be on there more than 2 hours, and let's see what else. Spiritual team consult. I have upped the price to 100. It's because the people who've recently get the spiritual team consult, which is my newest consultation reading of the past 8 months, 6 to 8 months, have said I need to up the price because of how much it has already helped them in their journeys. And I'm also now offering love readings for the first time in like 5 years. I can't remember the last time I did love reading. I should have known it was coming up because there are only 2 readings that I did last year that their spirits did not include love. So all y'all readings who get some type of reading or whatever for me, y'all love or romance has come up a couple times. So now there is an official love reading. I don't know how much it is or anything because I will be particular about the love readings that I choose. Because when the last time I offered love readings, it was a bunch of hoopla. Okay. So if you need a love reading, email me, ladyemerald@gmail. Tell me what you want to know and everything, and I'll say yeah or nay. We go from there. Our readings, if you need a reading, you email me. Tell me the type of reading you want, times and dates that work for you, and we go from there. That is how we're doing it. So yeah. So I've talked about class. I've talked about readings. I've talked about trying to get things to y'all the last products. Because after that, LDE products, like the physical products, are closing down. I'm over on Threads now. Lord, ew. I'm not gonna say ew. I am gonna say rough. Okay. Yeah. I have some things. If you're not on my Patreon, I have a Patreon. The free tier gets a lot and the paid tier gets a lot. And a lot of stuff that was on the free tier last year is going to go behind the paid wall this year. So anything from last year is going to be slowly going to trickle under the paid wall. So if you want to join Patreon and get where you fit in right now on the free tier, why, because I understand you might want to jump on there right now. Patreon.com/Lady Emerald. That's Patreon. Yeah, so there's a lot going on my end. I'm trying to like reintroduce myself as there are more people joining us. I think that's all, y'all. And also, I want to say thank you to those. I looked at the analytics of the past 2 lives. First of all, shout out to those of you who are watching me on your TV, because it does say where y'all come from, whether you come from Instagram or Threads. If you're watching on mobile versus TV, it's actually quite creepy. Subscribers who are not subscribers. So if you have not subscribed and clicked the little bell, you should. But thank you for joining. I think these are going to be the most consistent things over here. I do have a 2026 pick a card reading that's up on Patreon. It will not be on YouTube until like June, July. I need to remember to put it like for $3 or $4 on Patreon. If you want to just like buy it, you don't want to wait, you can just buy it off Patreon. I think that's all, y'all. As you can see, I done spent the first 10-15 minutes yapping about 12 minutes or so about that, about church announcements. So let's go on and talk about Pisces season astrology, baby. 'Tis a lot. And look at me, I got my pen so I can write down timestamps. Listen. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into the astrology. It's been a very, very busy 2026 is a busy year for astrology, especially in this front end. A couple days ago, first of all, happy birthday, Pisces. Happy birthday. We are experiencing a Pisces stellium right now. So lean into that power. Someone was doing, like, it was supposed to be a joke or whatever, but they said something about a group of Pisces is something. And I was like, y'all do Pisces so wrong. And so I said a group of Pisces or Pisceans are things I have imagined by Solange. That is the theme of this Pisces season, especially because we entered in a Pisces stellium, right? Mercury is in Pisces, Venus is in Pisces, Saturn went out of Pisces. Amen. Shout out to those of us who survived our Saturn returns in Pisces. We did great. The moon currently is Pisces. The sun is in Pisces. So we are experiencing a huge stellium. The Mercury retrograde that happens next week is in Pisces. Okay, so Mercury goes to retrograde in Pisces on the 26th. If you have not already started getting crazy dreams, be prepared. I think for people with Pisces placements, Mercury in Pisces should give you more clarity. It shouldn't make you like, discombobulated. It should actually give you more clarity if you're asking the correct questions and if you're not afraid to ask the correct questions. if you're not afraid to ask, how do I go after my dreams? How do I be better in my community? How do I let go of X, Y, and Z? How do I heal? What do I need to do? What are my next steps? Like Mercury in Pisces, especially Pisces placements, can be something of clarity and not for us to be like, no, like let's talk about these things you've been imagining. Are they your daydreams or your imaginations, or are they like future visions? Are they future manifestations? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Mercury going into retrograde in Pisces, yes, you're going to get the typical delays in traffic, delays in transportation, especially long distance travel. Yes, you may have some car problems, or maybe you finally figure out what the hell is going on with your car, and it's going to vary. But Mercury retrograde in Pisces, for some people, it's going to be hard if you do not let go and let yourself imagine and reflect and ask the right questions. This should really give you a little bit more clarity. Now, tomorrow is Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries. This is one of those big transits that happens not often, maybe every 10 years. It leads to something really big happening in society. I think, I don't know. I don't know if Liz is here or if she's going to be on a playback. But one of the things we kind of talked about, I do need to put that link for Astro and Negro, Astro and Black for those as co-host with Liz Flo. And we talk about astrology from the lens of Black history. So that's Black American and Black Caribbean history. And we not only are teaching, like, we're learning the history, but we're also like telling y'all and what to expect with like current transits and just like certain things. We also talked about transmuting grief through the moon signs last season. But we kind of talked about Neptune and Aries, but we have not really talked about Saturn in Aries. And for some people, it means for some people they think it means like retribution to all the like world leaders, but I don't think it's that. Saturn Aries, for me, I see a lot of things coming up about a lot of people who did who are part of child trafficking, right? Hopefully YouTube does not flag me for that, but they are doing ill will towards children, especially on the sexual or on the on that side of things. With the current things that's going on now, you're starting to see a lot of people get their due. And I think that's because of Saturn and Aries. But like big societal stuff of big leaders coming down for real, I don't think we'll get there until another 4 years or so. Maybe when Saturn goes into goes into Taurus or goes into Gemini. I think that's when we're gonna get it. But the Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries tomorrow is so big. I don't know if you guys follow any other astrologers, but they've been yapping about it. But I'm gonna pull cards about it before we go into the official pickle card. But I'm gonna go on with the rest of astrology for the month, and then we're gonna go back to Saturn conjunct Neptune that's going on tomorrow, and we're gonna feel it throughout the weekend. We're gonna pull cards about that soon. So going into March, Mars is going to enter Pisces. Going to add to that stellium, baby, on the 2nd of March. And Mars does not like being in Pisces. Mars likes to be about action, and Pisces is like, hold on, let's think about this. Let's dream. Let's imagine. Let's manifest our third eye. Yes, let's feel about this. And Mars is like, you are making me slow down. You are making me have to think before I act, and you're making me have to feel before I act. But that's what we need, right? Because with a lot of stuff that's going on, a lot of people are getting madder and madder about things. But Pisces said, let's imagine, let's think about, let's plan a little bit, right? Especially because after that is the full moon in Virgo. The full moon in Virgo on the 3rd. Full moon in Virgo on the 3rd. It should not be an eclipse, but it may be. Let me double check, honey, if I can find my. I always hide my phone from myself. Okay. Because y'all know I have my transit calendar on my phone, child, as well. That's my quickest way to double check. Oh, it is. Okay, I thought so. The 3rd of March, Moon in Virgo is a lunar total eclipse because we have entered eclipse season. That's also eclipse season, especially right now. It's so many big transits happening. Full moon in Virgo is helping close off the Virgo Pisces nodal transit that has been going on. So your eclipses are based off your lunar nodes, right? And right now they are in Virgo and Pisces. South node Virgo, North node Pisces. I do have a pickle card about it on this page if you want to go and see what yours was about. This is probably the last of those eclipses because we move into Aquarius and Leo in July. And so this full moon in Virgo is in and out the last 16 months. Think about the things that's happened in the last 16 months. Full moon in Virgo is like whatever perfections, whatever ways you overgave, release it. Okay? We're not doing that no more. Venus. Oh, Lord. Look at the rest of these transits. Venus then enters Aries on the 6th of March. This, while like all of the Pisces stellium kind of made us slow down, a little bit sleepy, right? A little. I wouldn't be surprised over the next 2 weeks that people feel as though like their seasonal depression kicks up a little bit, but they also, it's not like too bad. But when Venus enters Aries, kind of out of that Pisces stellium to like shift energy towards all that Aries energy that we're now really feeling as a collective, because we're feeling Aries energy as a collective, but as individuals, we're really feeling the Pisces energy. And so when Venus enters Aries, Venus is cool with Aries, right? You have more energy to do things that you love. You have a little bit more energy to kind of like lean more into what you like and do it. Like, so if you've been thinking about hobbies, when Venus enters Aries, it's a good time to try to start those hobbies. Now, kind of iffy about this, the next transit, because on the 11th, Jupiter has been retrograde and it's going to go direct in Cancer. So those of us who've had a natal Jupiter, who have Jupiter natally in our charts in retrograde, when Jupiter goes retrograde, we tend to get Jupiter blessings. But I've witnessed people who have Jupiter direct in their natal charts, they get Jupiter blessings when Jupiter is direct. So those of you who've had a natal Jupiter direct, Jupiter's about to go direct in Cancer. So we know that Jupiter is exalted, like it loves being in Cancer. And so once again, I'm going to plug the podcast. We have a Jupiter in Cancer episode where we really talk about like community care, and we're actually talking about a whole bunch of stuff in that. But Jupiter in Cancer loves to Jupiter loves to give subtly, period, and bless you, period. But Jupiter in Cancer really does like to focus on community and healing those nurture and mother wounds. Then we get new moon in Pisces on the 19th. I think this is a good new moon to do some fun things with. Hint, hint, okay? New moon in Pisces on the 19th most definitely is a good moon to introduce play more into your life. That is the most sort of way I'm going to say it. Okay, I got new moon on the, on the 19th. I guess 18th, 19th, because 18th is late on the 18th. Ooh, it's towards the end too. So March 18th, March 19th, new moon in Pisces. Have fun with it. Introduce play into your life. introduce play into your life, imaginative play, sexual play, romantic play. Do it, especially now since Jupiter is in Cancer. However, what am I going to tell y'all? Watch out for pregnancy. Okay. Now on the 20th, we have Mercury goes direct in Pisces. So Mercury stops us from going too deep into the deep end once it turns direct, because with all these things going on in Pisces, and then also full moon in Virgo is just opposite of Pisces, just another version. Okay. Like, I think for some people, if they don't get the clarity, they will go into the deep end. So please watch out for any type of psychosis. Please, your mental health is important. Keep that up. And of course, also on March 20th, we have the sun entering Aries, and then we'll be officially at the spring equinox. So that's a lot. It's a lot going on for this Pisces season. So let me switch to my TV then. Ain't that the truth? The release was forced. Extremely sleepy. Exactly. That sounds dangerous for you. Well, I mean, have fun for sure. Have fun for sure. Oh lordy. So now, y'all, we're gonna go back to this Saturn-Neptune conjunction that's happening tomorrow, and I did not plan to shuffle cards for that. Let me write this down. Let's go on before we get into our pick a card. I'm doing a little bit better on time this go around, because last time I talked about 30 minutes about astrology, period. This go around, I did a little bit better. I did a little bit better, y'all. So now let's talk about this Saturn-Neptune conjunction. Neptune and Aries. Let me tell y'all something. I said in the last time, if the history shows, when people stand up for people, when people want to create change, Neptune and Aries will reward us with a win, even with the institutions that be. Neptune and Aries has always given us a win. Neptune and Aries has always given us a fight. It's always graced us with the strength to move forward, to imagine new schools of thought, new ways of equality and freedom and liberty if you fight for it, right? Because Neptune and Aries last time gave us the Reconstruction era, the institutions of HBCUs, of course, because HBCUs, the institutions as a whole, started with Neptune and Aries last time. Of course, they're under attack this time. So now HBCUs as an institution have to say, like, how do we imagine our future? How do we imagine our future? How do we get from up under the institutions that are crumbling? Okay, because part of the crumbling of America is white nationalist churches, and a lot of HBCUs are up under churches. Private is most of the small private ones, and the big public ones are under attack by their states. So how do you imagine that legacy continuing? How do we imagine Neptune and Aries give us new art? Okay, we don't really want AI art, so how do we get back to supporting artists? Like, are more artists are they going to get off of digital art and go back to pen and paper? What new expressions of arts are going to come through? What new we saw in Puerto Rico, and I think it's Puerto Rico. Liz, if you're watching this, you can correct me. We got a new in Puerto Rico doing Neptune and Aries, got a new like political party So that may also happen in the United States. We kind of see that trying to come through. There's a lot of things that can happen with Neptune and Aries to our benefit, because after Neptune and Aries, we then get the amendments that really, most historians really talk about the true inception of the United States is post-Civil War, with the new amendments that we really abide by, right? The 12th, 13th, and the 14th. And that also led to like the prison systems. We're seeing the expansion of the prison system through it's just all these things are interconnected, and astrology really points out these things, but also tells you how to win. That's why history is important. And so instead of this doom and gloom that people are doing, I'm like, separate the wins and all the cool stuff that come out of it culturally too, right? So what's the energy for Saturn, Neptune, and Aries conjunction for tomorrow? Thank you in advance. Thank you. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. Anything else? It's a lot of reversals. I'll tell you that. I really want to double check them, of course. You know what? We want to double check those. They're yapping. Anything else? Thank you in advance. Okay, it seems like we had a timeline here. Let me double check all the cards. But we do have a timeline. Okay. 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 Okay, so these are 4 cards of the next 4 weeks. That's why I just got. So this is going to be the energy of the next 4 weeks for the collective, not for any one individual, due to the energy of Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries that's tomorrow. Like I said, there are plenty of astrologers and such that are talking about these things. So if you want to, I don't know if y'all hear the outside. So if y'all really want to know more about it, go there. Okay. So the first card we have is Two of Swords reversed. Two of Swords reversed. Two of Swords reversed talks about this lack, goes back to like this lack of clarity, right? This lack in decision making. Also, to me, just screams like this lack of trusting intuition. Is this, or not trusting institutions, like being frustrated that things seem clear to one party and does not seem clear to another. It feels like being Two of Swords for the next week feels like, and it may be coming off of what's going on, that other institutions it feels like kind of that Two of Swords reverse. It feels like other institutions, other countries are criminalizing those who are connected to an island, right? And then here, there is no course correction. And to me, that's what it feels like, right? That there's a lack of clarity of like, what the heck is going on? What are we even doing at this point? Because remember, Saturn and Neptune conjunction is really not necessarily individuals, it's a collective thing. Now, big individuals who have some type of power, it would affect their charts more than it would impact others, unless you have major Aries placements. Now, not wait a minute, glasses, not too much. You know what? Let me tell you, I got a fun. No, I'm not even gonna embarrass myself with that. Okay, about what happened to the but Two of Swords talks about kind of for this, right? Like this clashing of thoughts. Like, why is it not clear to you what we should be doing, right? But then second week, right? Because I said this looks like a timeline and it's not by days, by week. Second week dealing with Saturn and Neptune. Something like, because big stuff like this is like really like those rare things. We feel them for a while. And so Two of Pentacles. This is talking about juggling of resources. So it's not like Two of Swords juggling decisions and thought processes and things like that. Two of Pentacles is like Two of Pentacles, upright is talking about like juggling of resources. How are we gonna do this? I'm not surprised during Pisces season or with a Pisces stellium and then head to Pisces season, we're talking about the lack of drinking water in the world due to machines. Cut the things off. Okay. Poison it with salt. Oh, no, never mind. Two of Pentacles talks about just juggling of these resources and maybe even a feeling of overwhelmingness, right? Which makes sense because we are without that clarity. Mercury retrograde gives us cloudiness, right? And so especially because once Mars get there in Pisces, once Mars goes into Pisces, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so Two of Pentacles says that. But then this is what's interesting. We have a lot of twos and pairings, and just reminds me of how disharmonious we are right now in society, and we're trying to get on track. And I do think once Jupiter goes direct in Cancer for the collective, because Jupiter has been retrograde since November. Think of all the craziness that's happening in November, and we're all like, "So y'all not gonna do nothing?" You know what I'm saying? Like, but after that, we get the Lovers reverse. Now, your major arcana, mind you, are these big shifts, right? Spiritual or physical. These are these big shifts, and the Lovers reverse talks about a huge disharmony, this huge push and pull of yin and yang, or feminine or masculine, or restorative justice or retribution. Right? The Lovers reverse. And it's like it's trying to rectify. Everything's trying to rectify. Maybe the Two of Pentacles thing helps us like establish what's most important to us as far as resources, and the Lovers may represent in reverse these bigger institution entities, like trying to figure out, okay, so what do we do about it? What needs to shift? Because in the grand scheme of things, I was telling somebody, I was like, everybody in the world, for the most part, enjoys their current convenience. No one wants WW3. Nobody really wants it. Nobody. Everybody enjoys the current convenience of the 21st century, even to others' detriments, even with the amount of inequity that we have. And so the Lovers reverse, to me, it's like whoever was it, the UN, trying to figure out some mess. And what's so interesting, y'all, right after that, we get the Three of Cups. Three of Cups talks about celebration. So something still is going to come through, and we're going to be like, a win is a win. What that is, I do not know. I don't know. I don't know. I do think the Lovers reverse is this clashing between spirit and physical. I don't know what that means. But that's just what comes through me. Drink some water. I don't know. And I'm going to be real, y'all. I have not been as engaged with the transits like that, in the mundane astrology, the everyday politics of it all, because I'm trying to get myself in position for what I need to do as things transpire. And so, I mean, let me know if any of that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe as things moves and grooves, maybe that would make sense about how this Saturn, Neptune, and Aries conjunction that starts off tomorrow, how that will affect us over the next month or so. So yeah. So now let's get into the actual pick a card that y'all here for your individual. So here's how we're going to do this. So there are 3 pals. Okay, 3. How we typically do this, we go by sun, moon, rising of your elements. Okay, let me have it explain. Usually it's 4 pals, maybe. We've done pick a cards before, but for those who are new, typically how this goes, we go by what I'm shuffling first. So for example, it's Pisces season, so I would do water signs first, sun, moon, rising, then the rest to follow. Aquarius season, it was also sun, moon, rising, and whatever planet you are working with or zodiac sign energy you work with. So for some people, they are rectifying with their, let's say Jupiter. So my Jupiter is in Scorpio. And so some people may have looked at, if I was trying to look at something and I was like, okay, well, my Jupiter is in Scorpio and Scorpio is a water sign, so I listen to water signs. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to work or rectify a planet or an energy like that, that's typically how we do it. This go around just a pick a card. Right? So go with, if you're still trying to, lean into your rising sign or your sun or moon or whatever, lean into that energy and pick which is for you. Now, so there's 3 pals, and y'all know my stuff be a little weird. So the first pal are these tabs, these annotating tabs. That's pal 1. I don't know if that's going to resonate. They've already been like shuffled. I don't know what the cards are for real. So that's pal 1. Pal 2 is this pouch, and within the pouch, this green pouch, is a moss agate die. That's pal 2. Pal 3, astrological rulership book, a dictionary of astrological correspondences. Pal 3. Why are these the pals? I have no idea why they chose those things. I just be going by what they say. How scholarly of you. What did I do? What did I say? What did I say? So those are the 3 pals. Sit, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Maybe spirit has already told you. Clairaudience, clairvoyance, clear cognizance. Maybe sit, take a deep breath, see, or pick which pal or pals, that could be multiple, that will resonate with you. Take a moment before we dive into pal 1. Oh, pal 1 representation. Listen, I am currently in the middle. Sorry, some of y'all meditating, trying to pick which pal. Sorry, I'm still yapping. I'm in the middle of 1, 2, 3. technically 6, I'm on a listen to an audio in the middle of 6 books because I've not had a good relationship with books lately. I've been writing a lot, but yeah, I will recommend. I do have some I recommend. I'm in the middle of. I'm in at the last end of U.S. the Indigenous Peoples History of the U.S. What else do I recommend? Burn Down Master's House. I recommend. Let's see. Automatic recommend. I'm not even 10% fully. I know it's a banger. The Poet Empress. Yeah. Me and my homegirl Mercedes this month have been tier ranking Christina C. Jones. She's a Black romance author, an OG. We've been tier ranking all her books all month. And tomorrow we're doing Mahogany Heights, so the last of them. And so that's been cool. So like right now I'm listening to Free Agent by Christina C. Jones. Yeah. But yeah, scholarly because I'm in the middle of stuff and sometimes you know, annotate. So I'm so sorry if I messed up some of y'all meditations. Y'all can pause me and skip over this to whatever pal you chose. And we're going to get started with pal 1. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we got 2 tarot. Oh, we have 3 tarot cards and Oracle. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all Oracle deck. Angels and Ancestors Oracle. We haven't seen this one in a while. Just like we haven't seen this deck in a while. Okay. Ooh, pal 1. This is very Aries, fire sign coded. Oh my gosh. So what if you're fire? If you get fire signs in this one. The Emperor. Ooh, Queen of Wands reversed. 4 of Wands. Huh. We're going to talk about the Oracle in a hot second. The Emperor is such a good card to have. It says in this Pisces season, pal 1, that you are being strategic. You are taking ownership, accountability, like you're taking reins of your life. You're being an active participant in your life, whether that is your decision making, your creativity. Maybe you just have such better boundaries. Like, congratulations. Pal 1, we also, with the Emperor, I do also see like this sternness, but this sternness is for protection, and it's not only protection of like yourself or your heart. It's not something negative, like it's not something that can hinder you along the lines. It's something. It's like you are protecting your creativity, your IP, this establishment, this new world, whatever that you have going on that you want to protect, but not protect it close to heart, but protect it as in like, I am now not going to have anybody mistake or misplace me. I don't know why that verbiage is coming out for y'all specifically, but that's what's coming out with this Emperor. Now, it with Queen of Wands reversed, it tells me the reason why the Emperor is coming out for you all. The Emperor is coming out for you all this Pisces season because the Queen of Wands reversed talks about this person, this manipulative person around you, this person who may be talking bad about you, who may have taken advantage of you or your situation in the past. So this may have been a person, this may have been a boss, this may have been a person or a mentor. This may have been a person that you gave a chance, although something, this little inkling in the back, this jingle in the back of your mind is like, still watch out for this person. Queen of Wands reversed with the Emperor also talks about make sure you do not take on their traits in certain situations. As you start to really be in control and the captain of your life, whatever that means to you. Because what I really get to y'all, what I really get is that you have always imagined, right? Things I have imagined. You have always imagined a certain part of your life, a certain project coming to fruition, a certain something. You've always felt that life is supposed to be more and mean more. Your life has meant to be more. And now you're taking the physical steps, right? You get out of your head, pal one, and you're now taking the physical steps, because for a lot of things are in the spiritual plane. It's just trying to come down, as the people say, to the right vibration of the physical plane so it can conjure, so it can manifest. Sometimes you use the current energy in the physical and then it comes from the spirit. But conjuring is coming straight from the spiritual. It's not using any of the energy of the physical, because for some people they've been systemically, right? Systemically suppressed and oppressed, where they can't manifest. They have to conjure. But that takes a lot more energy, and that takes a lot more positioning in the physical so that it can land where it's supposed to land. And so for Pal One with Four Wands, Four Wands is a celebration of stability, and it's with the people, with the support that has always been around you, whether you known it or not. Four of Wands, right? Because we think of celebration, we think of like Three of Cups, but Four of Wands is their celebration as well. But it's in the lens of in community, with support, in stability, in things that is supposed to push and move forward. So these people, these places, these things may not be for long term, but they are a stepping stone, right? Four is still in the beginning of the journey of the tarot, but it's stability. It is stability before five comes with a change. And so for Pal One, there's a lot going on. You're doing a lot, but that's because you're trying to be an active participant of your life. That's probably why you got so many tabs. Come on. I was like, well, how does this fit in? Y'all don't know. Listen, I be trying to figure it out to be like, why? You know? Now let's look at this oracle card. Wow. Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. This most definitely feels like your guides, your spirit team, your ancestors are like behind you. Just what it feels like. But let's see what it says. Earth Mother, allow yourself to be cherished. That Four of Wands. The Emperor has support. The Emperor has people supporting them. Earth Mother is protecting you with the shield of love and light. That goes back to that Queen of Wands that I said, like you always knew that little inkling in the back, like watch her, right? Earth Mother is a female counterpart to Sky Father. It's auspicious to receive this card. So it's good to receive this card because in the eyes and heart of Earth Mother, you are her child. You are being protected, right? And she's high protective of her baby, will give you everything you need to grow and expand. So this also means, Pal One, that you need to open your mouth and talk to your spirits and ask for clarity and guidance and tell them what you want and what you need. That's kind of part of that conjuring, right? It's like that's the cool thing about Pisces season, Pisces placements. These placements tend to have a little bit more protection, which is probably why it feels like life is a little bit harder, because like you're so protected you can't just do anything. Been there. Earth Mother is only covered by leaves in this card, showing vulnerability of the earth. Every day she experiences challenges that she has to adapt to and overcome. Her energy, represented by the symbol of the pagan triple goddess, Maiden Mother crowned behind her, can help you adapt as the changes of life come your way. So once again, there's something coming up Power one, that you are celebrating something, this sense of stability, this sense of like finally, right? This act of finally your life is what you've imagined is starting to appear in into the physical. You're starting to have signs and representation that yeah, we're moving forward. Yeah, it's not just my imagination. This what I've imagined have is actually the signs of what was supposed to be ordained in my life. Oh, one of the things I did not announce. Because I was about to say, one of the things I just hate to see as a diviner, as an ancestral medium, is people not completing what they're supposed to be doing this lifetime. And I wrote about that. And I was against colonists. And I'll have that also in the description after this. That link to that article that I wrote. Yeah, Pal one, let me know how that resonates, what happens. And so I'm so annoyed because Pal 2, you're about to start at 555. So let's get into Pal 2. Let's come on for the 555's been. Those fives been attacking me. So Pal 2, let me know if it's been attacking you too. We have, if it would have said 5, I would have screamed. If the die would have said 5, I would have screamed. Let's see. Okay, great. Woo! Woo, it didn't say 5. Okay. This is the green pouch with the green Masa Gates die. You may see that die a lot if you get certain readings from me. So Pal 2, let's get into this. Let's see how that corresponds with the cards. Let me drink some more water. Y'all know how this goes. Okay. Ooh, okay, Pal 2. We have the moon. We have King of Cups. Oh. Okay, I saw the oracle, so I was like, oh. Pal 2. Pal 2. Let me know if you're a water sign or not, or if you got heavy water placements, baby. Yeah. Okay. We have the moon, and we have the King of Cups. Pal 2. You have been doing a lot of healing. You have been doing a lot of healing. First of all, congratulations. Congratulations. Getting the moon and the King of Cups has been saying that the healing is working. You have healed more than you thought. You are doing excellent, actually. The moon says that you're finally starting to see clearly. That you finally, if you go to a lake, a stream, a river, if you go outside with a glass of water into the moon will reflect back, right? It will reflect back on you and will say a job well done. It says, the moon couple of King of Cups says, like, you have more control of your emotions, of your mental health than you think. You have, you are more in control than you think. You have more capacity for belief, for faith, for creativity, and to receive the love that you have been wanting, the community that you've been asking for. You've now finally are starting to see yourself in your fullness. But at the same time, you also have to continue to make sure that the negative thoughts, to continue to let the negative thoughts know that they are a lie, right? Because just because the moon reflects back and you see it clearly does not mean it still is not hitting all the depth. You see what I'm saying? Like it's still trying to clear up some things. The moon with the King of Cups also talks about a need to probably do some more spiritual boundaries. You may need to put amplify protections because you're a little bit more sensitive with the Pisces stellium that's having. So you're feeling more other people's emotions, and maybe that's why. Maybe another reason why you have these more like negative thoughts, like where did that come? Maybe it's not yours. Maybe you're empathic, intuitive, psychic, right? And you're taking on others or the collective's emotion. And so for this pal, I need you to have one discernment. Discernment came out, but automatically, pal two. Oh, maybe that's okay. Maybe pal two, maybe you also need a personal divination about some things. Because I also saw divination, like you sitting down and asking specific questions, because I think you're ready for the specific questions and to interrogate some beliefs, some new and some old or whatever. But how to, it seems as though like you need to figure out a system of like depositing doubts or beliefs. I know that sounds crazy. And I wish, this is where I wish I was one of those drawing mediums. I could just draw it out, be like, whiteboard, this is what I'm seeing, but I'm not. But if y'all know of one, tell them to hit me up because I'm looking for one. It seems as though pal two, and this makes sense. King of Cups is such a dope card. It's a king. It is a control, and not like control in a negative way, but like a figure, male, female, in between trans, that has a hold on life from an emotionally intelligent standpoint. To get a king or queen of cups is to embody a calmness, right? This sense of knowing and deciphering your emotions from others. And you can put things into a box and be like, that was a projection. That goes into this box. That is an old belief. This goes in this box. This is something I need to still work on. That goes into another box. This is my new reality trying to come through. This goes to a box that's closest to me. Maybe it goes into in my pocket. So like, for you, pal, to Pisces season is this like coming into your, I don't know why I want to say servitude, because the servitude is onto yourself and not necessarily onto others. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this feels like. My healing has been blocking my attraction to my previous type, and it's almost been a visceral reaction. Yes, because like think about when you start healing for real, your reality changes because, and it's off the simple fact. It's not anything woo woo. It's actually because you made a different decision. And so, like I was telling my sister, like I kind of actually hate the terminology jumping timelines and quantum leaping. What I say, because nothing woo woo is changing necessarily, like nothing. It's you made a different decision. That's it. In the big timelines of things, no timeline has changed. A policy has just been implemented, and now you're finally feeling it. The world ain't changed. It's the same. It's the same timeline, the same world. And for on an individual level, it's the same world. You just made a different decision on how you're about to interact with it. And so it is a visceral reaction because now you're giving the brain more like a different type of evidence. right? The healing is there, and then you put in action. The brain is like, okay, boom. You know what I'm saying? And so I think I think some things are like conflated, but others is true. Like your body, because you're teaching your body, your emotions, your brain something new. And sometimes the brain is like, okay, I guess we're doing something. Let me put this in my pocket. My little nodule back there. And so like it's in the little ridge, you know. And so it is that healing, especially when you catch yourself making a different decision too. You're like, you gotta be like, hold on, look at me, pat on back. I like that decision for me. I like that I did that because it says, one, I'm proving to myself healing has worked. I've changed. I'm ready for a newness, and I have a new level of emotional intelligence. And also I'm picking myself. I'm choosing me and the best version of me. And I tell people all the time, you choosing yourself every day is a decision, and it's a hard one. It is a hard one. I do not care what people say. It is a hard choice to choose yourself every day. So everyone who is choosing themselves first, congratulations. Right? And people are like, oh my God, what about community? To be in community, you must choose yourself first. You cannot pour into community. The reason why community is half-assed now is because we have not chosen ourselves first. Our communities are an extension of us. So we're not pouring and loving ourselves first, and our extension is going to be piss motherfucking poor. Okay. So pal to first, like I said, first of all, congratulations. No wonder the pal started at 55. It talks about changes, and 5 times 4 is 20, and 2 is about choices. That's how we wrapping it up. A die is, and I say some of y'all do probably need a personal divination. If you want one for me, or you go to your other person, whatever you need a personal divination about, good luck. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Pal 2, whoever chooses Pal 2, maybe some of y'all need to get a love divination. I don't know about, baby. I don't. If love readings end up being my most popular reading this year, I'm really just gonna have to suck it up, my boy. I am. I need to see that. Thank you. You're so welcome. Okay. We didn't even get to the Oracle card. Let's get to the Oracle card before Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. You see what I'm saying? Let's go. Water Guard. And she's so cute too. Yeah. Queen. Let's see, Water Guardian. You know what? Yeah, I know this pal is like full of word signs because what is that? Animaniacs. I don't know why that came to my Animaniacs when he was saying all the countries. And there was a joke. They said that Bad Bunny was like the Animaniac during the Super Bowl, and Bad Bunny, it has a Pisces stellium. He just got finished with his Saturn return too. Good for him. So random. And you know how people like some readers be like, if I say this, does this resonate? Sometimes it comes in like random memes for me. That means I've been on the internet too long. Okay, let's see. Water Guard for Pisces season. Yeah, thanks for that. I know it's like 2 on the nose. Like, so maybe the Animaniacs and Bad Bunny resonates for this pal. Time to understand how you really feel. Goes back to the moon card, clarity, reflection. Goes back to like what I say about Mercury and Pisces retrograde. Like, ask the correct questions. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, right? Maybe for some of y'all need to get personal readings because sometimes the reading isn't necessarily a reading, it's a spiritual consult, and we kind of like get you together. Like, it mostly comes through ancestral readings where people gifts, or like ancestors tell them what their gifts are that comes from them. Some people just like end up getting a reading from me, and some people it goes through their spirit team consults. And so for some of y'all who have love readings, maybe y'all are, because some people are meant to be patrons of love, right? On this earth. And that's whether communal or romantic. Some people are like strictly communal, some people are strictly romantic. It depends. Everybody ain't a patron of love. Actually, majority of people are not. Amen. Okay. Okay, know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. So the empath, right? The intuitive, the psychicness that some of y'all have. So this is not, I ain't never met a Cancer especially a Cancer sun that's not a little bit psychic. Like when I say sometimes I hate when my sister call me and I'd be like, "You psychic bitch, what do you need?" Anyways, okay. Water is an element that is in your blood, your tears, your flesh. The water guardian represents angels of water. You can help. Who can you help? What? Who can help you dive within to understand the depth of your emotions? I may get these big glasses on, but I'm still blind. Lord. These angels are all about helping you see that your emotions aren't just the feelings that are on the surface. They are also the old emotions you may have locked up deep within the shadows of your soul. It goes back to them like buckets I kept seeing, And then when I talked about like the moon reflecting on bodies of water, King of Cups kind of knows, he really knows his emotions, what's going on. Through helping you acknowledge your deepest emotions, the angels of water help you hear the messages these have for you, and to like your intuitive powers and energies of abundance. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, Pal, so let me know. Like, let me know what's going on. Keep me updated. If anyone of y'all want to get something from me, email me, Lady Emerald Gmail. If not, go to your practitioner or whoever you go to for some guidance, some spiritual guidance. That's all I got. But congrats, pal, too. You know what? The first two pals, like, congratulations, y'all you're doing well, sweetie. Like, don't let anybody tell you different. So we're gonna go to pal 3 after. Take me a little sip. Stay hydrated. Divination, mediumship 101. Water. Okay. Okay, pal 3. You got the book, the rulership book. A director of astrological correspondence. As you can see, I have a bookmark in it for some reason. And yeah, I annotate this because this came out originally, because this is a reprint. 1971. A lot has changed, and yeah. But y'all pick this. We only got 2 cards. Makes me a little nervous. I'm not gonna hold you. Pal 3. Air signs, where are you for real? Because we got fire, water, and now we have earth. Air signs, I'm having a feeling that you're going to have to go by some other placements in your chart or something. I don't, but you know what? Now I really think about it, there are no air placements during Pisces season. There are none. Because everything's in Aries, Pisces, and then we got like a full moon in Virgo. Take that up with the planets, baby. Pal 3. We have 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. You got autumn. Come on, let's see, because I do need to be writing later on. Pile 3. Pile 3, and you got 3 pentacles. So, pile 3 is the pile. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say necessarily like getting some money. They're not necessarily doing that. They are being, pile 3, you are being very intentional about who you share anything with. Pile 3 is being intentional with what they say to whom, who they collaborate with. Pile 3 feels like people pivoting their life to be more like freelance, creative. Pile 3 feels like people who are already in the entrepreneurship or doing something, you know what I'm saying? Like pile 3 is talking about being intentional with their friendships because they just want something more. Like pile 3 are people who've been kind of diving more into studies. Oh, now it's coming through. Like they want deeper companionship, friendship, interactions. They want alignment. The discernment has been loud while telling me to be quiet. Correct. Like pile 3 is so in their intentional bag right now, right? And that makes sense with 3 of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles talks about intentional like business collaboration or companionship or community, like or like 3 of Pentacles talks, because remember Pentacles is like money, physical body, resources. The resources is like time, right? So that's their intangible resources. But other resources that we think of are like things and money. And pile 3 with 3 of Pentacles is like, I don't want certain people in my space because I'm craving a deeper community to so that in whatever, no matter what happens in the world, that I will be okay. Right? Pile 3 is using Pisces season to be practical in their imaginations, right? To be, they like looking at that vision board or whatever they've written in their journal for the year and was like, okay, step 1, where do I need to go? What I don't know why I want to say bookstore, but bookstore I want to go to. What coffee shop, what live music, what they are going to places where they feel like they're going to meet other people like them so they can stop having a sense of like, I want to say like loneliness, but maybe loneliness, but like this sense of disconnect they're trying to get away from. And that means like the resources need to go elsewhere, that you need to be intentional. There is this like guy on Instagram that I've come across that he's like extremely introverted, like social anxiety, cutie patootie. Okay. And he was like, I'm trying to, I don't know if like he just moved to Dallas or whatever, but he's like, they whatever are trying to do X, Y, and Z. And he's trying to get out his comfort zone, but maybe he's one of those people like, be intentional. If certain things make you nervous, go to a new coffee shop. Tell the people who work at the coffee shop or whatever, a bookstore, like what you're trying to do, and people will connect with people who are like you. I think sometimes we forget, even with the craziness and the piss poor ass people in the world, there's still cool people in the world. Shout out to Chloe and Halle. That song, Cool People. Maybe that's the song for your pal. Cool People by Chloe and Halle. And so I think for Three of Pentacles says like, let's expand. Like for Pisces season says let's expand. Period. In my bag lately. In my bag. The person says, wow, these have been crazy accurate. Listen, in my bag lately, I will tell you that. About a number of things. But I too have been a little bit more intentional with a lot of things that I'm doing. And so for Pal 3 is also the number of like community, right? So I think of finding the right people, meeting the right people, of being more aligned. It's most definitely giving like introverted, not necessarily introverted, but like introvert, because people like try to like conflate things. Like, oh, earth signs are introverted. No, I need the whole chart. And so like a lot of people think people with heavy water placements are introverted, and I'm like, no. But I think for Pal 3, like keep going, like continue to be intentional, say aloud, tell no, whoever you pray, spirit guides, universe, God, whatever, like continue to ask for discernment in your intentionality. It's going to probably take a while, and maybe not, right? Because I think right now in the world there is everyone is missing community and companionship. Every single body is missing that human touch, right? Everyone is touch deprived. Yeah, everybody touch deprived. Everybody, and I think that's why with the stuff that's going on right now, people are like, what? Have we lost our humanity? Did we ever find it? I don't think we've had it since the 1316. Okay, well, I don't know why that specific date, but I don't think we had it in a while. 1432. I don't know. But I think right now, especially with Pal 3, you're trying to kind of find this deeper connection. And I say good luck. Now the Oracle card is Autumn, release the old and rest. Now this is interesting. Let's see what Autumn really says. I'm gonna go to the seasons there. Okay. Okay. I think this is a crow. Oh, this is a raven. Release all of the pressure and expectation weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. Now, I wonder, Pal 3, if that expectation goes back to kind of your last negative encounters with people, friendships, relationships, whatever, business partnerships. Release all of it. Release those expectations, especially those negative ones. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the long, cold winter and must let go of all the weight they are carrying in order to continue to grow and it prosper. Sometimes you too have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. So maybe you seeking this newness, right? This business partnership, this companionship, this new friendship, so whatever is like healing you in real time, which is true because some things we cannot heal by ourselves. We must be amongst people to heal it. In the Celtic animal in Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and initiation. The healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic place where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. It all makes sense to me, Pal 3. So that's all I have for Pal 3. We are hitting the top of the hour of 8 o'clock, so not too bad. Let me know how things resonate. Keep me updated throughout Pisces season, folks. I'm going to try to put the timestamps in the description box. If you are catching the replay, put a green and or purple heart in the comments. Tell me which pal you chose. Oh dog, I thought I'd get all of them. And yeah. And with that, we are done. And I will see y'all on the interwebs soon. And yeah, we will be back here for Aries season. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all and talk to y'all next time. Bye.